So I think you guys, we are going to get started and we are going to work through this floor plan today in the live show. And I'm going to totally get your input on this. And I need you guys to tell me what you think as we go through it, because this is actually going to be the very next Terrible Much Better post, which I'm going to post tomorrow morning based on your feedback. So you guys are getting a preview of the floor plan. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix it, but there's two options actually how to fix this one, and I need you guys to vote at the end and let me know which one you think is the best. It's Sunday Fun Day for everybody, right? Yes, and if you're going to have some wine or a beer or a cocktail during our Plan Attack design show, our live show, please go ahead. I'm going to have one after, because if I have one during, I'll just never get through it. All right, so let's start out, you guys, and let's have a look at this floor plan. So this is a 724 square foot unit, 67 square meters from Denver, Colorado. And it's a brand new apartment. It is a rental apartment, but it's newly built. It's a 1-bedroom and it's considered a luxury apartment. And what I would like you guys to do is just have a look at the plan. And we're going to start out by talking about what some of the problems are in the plan, because there are some quite major problems with this floor plan. It's got some good things about it, but it has some really bad things about it. And I would say a couple terrible things about it. So why don't we start out by looking at the living room, dining room, and kitchen space. And let's just discuss this space here. I want you to have a look at it and let me know what you think might be a problem with this plan. Now, someone said the kitchen should switch positions with the living room. So the kitchen, you're saying, should be up here instead of down there. That could be interesting. But what do you think? What are the problems with this layout? Let's just have a look at this section first. We're going to get to this part. This is the dark hole over here. We'll get to that in a sec. Let's just look at this space. There's no coat closet. Yes, there is no coat closet. And in Denver, do you need a coat closet? Well, yes, you do, because it's cold in Denver. They have cold winters, minus 20 degrees. There's no coat closet. I guess you just come in and throw it on the floor. Let's have a look at the kitchen. What do we think about the kitchen for a unit that is 724 square feet? Let's measure how long the kitchen cabinets are, shall we? It is 10 feet by 8 feet. So it's 18 feet in length. So 18 feet is about 5 meters in length. I don't know. I think the kitchen actually is really, really big. I think it might be too big for the scale of the unit. Someone's saying it's not functional. Some people are saying they love the unit. They actually really love this unit. So yeah, it's this one has some challenges. It's not a complete disaster like some of the ones we've looked at, but there are some challenges with it. So I think the kitchen is actually, for the size of the unit, it's quite big. I mean, it's nice to have that, but it is a very, very big kitchen and maybe not super efficient. If you look at the fridge is here, the cooktop is here, the sink is here. Like if you're gonna cook, you've got actually, it's a fairly big sort of appliance triangle. I guess there's some extra storage here, but it is not a super well-designed kitchen, I don't think, for the scale of the unit. And you're always going to be facing into the wall when you're cooking or doing the dishes. So what do we think? Huge kitchen, too much. I think the scale of the kitchen is too big. I agree with that. I think I'm going to give that an X. What do we think about the dining room? What do we think about the dining table? Not enough space between dining area and living room. Yeah, I think that is such a good point. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to use my ruler. There is 2'6" of space. So let's just zoom in. 2 feet 6 inches here of space. That is 0.76 meters. That is not enough room. You can barely get your chairs in and out, and the couch is too close to the dining table. And the dining table, I also think, is maybe too close to the cooktop on the other side as well. Let's just have a look at this and measure this. On this side, we have 3 feet, which is 0.91 meters. So 3 feet from the table to the cooktop. I don't think that that is enough room. If the chair is coming out, I think that there is a chance, if the chair pushes back, that you're going to smack into the person cooking at the cooktop. I don't think that's a good layout. I don't think that's great. Okay, so I think we've identified some of the problems with the entry. There's no coat closet. The kitchen maybe is too big. The dining table, I think, is too big for the scale of the space. The living space is probably okay. Do you guys think the living space is okay? I think it's fine. I think table is too big. Yes, table is way too big. This isn't a family unit. Yep, that's true. Why do we need a 6-person table in a 1-bedroom apartment? How often are you going to have 5 people over? If there's 1 or 2 of you living in the apartment, probably not that often. So yeah, do we even need a dining? Well, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. Do we actually need a dining table? We're actually going to talk about that. TV in wrong place, should move the door. Well, this is interesting because this is one of those situations where this is the door to the deck. This is the one that slides, and you have to use that furniture in order to get to it. I also think it's a problem to have the door to the bedroom at the end of the unit because you can't put any furniture in this zone, right? You can't put anything there because you have to keep that open for circulation. If I draw in the circulation path, I need the circulation to be open here because I have to be able to get from the door to the bedroom. And I also have to have circulation here to be able to get out to the deck, right? So in reality, this is also circulation here, like in between. And I don't think this is also circulation. I'm not sure that that is actually the best layout because that means the living room is only this big. It's actually a really small living room when you draw in the circulation. So I don't think that's so great actually in terms of, I think having the bedroom door at the top is a bit of a problem. So we have to talk about that when we get to it. Very bad circulation path. Yes, people are saying that it is a bad circulation path. Okay, so we've identified the problems in the main spaces. Now let's go into the other side. And this side, I think, is where there's actually more problems. I think there are more problems on this side. So let's zoom in and let's have a look. What are the problems with the unit here? The door to the bedroom is too far in. Yes, the door is out on the outside. I don't know, the door could be on this line. It could be further back. I guess they're trying to make the bedroom feel bigger by having it out. I think it's tight to the bed here. I think this is really tight. There's a little shelf here. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's awkward to get around the bed to get into the bathroom. Let's just measure this. Let's measure this. Let's have a measurement of this. Oops, I'm just gonna delete that line. Let's see how much space we have here. Let's just zoom in. Look at this, you guys. We have 1'6", which is 0.45 meters right there. That is not enough room as a main circulation path to get into the bathroom. So let's just think about this for a sec. This is really interesting. This, if your mom is over for dinner and she's sitting here, and during dinner she has to go pee, she has to go up here around the bed and into the bathroom this way. And she has to squish through that 1.6, 0.45 meter tight point. Is that a good circulation path when your mom comes over for dinner and she has to use the washroom? What do you guys think about that? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's great. Now, what if you had a date and you were on your first date and say your new potential girlfriend is here and she has to use the bathroom and she has to go through your bedroom and then into the bathroom to use the bathroom? And it's the first time she's come over and you didn't have a lot of time because you were cooking and you've left all your laundry and your dirty clothes on the bed. Is she going to come back and date you again on the second date? I don't think she is because I think she's been exposed to your raucous mess of your bedroom. So that's not good. I don't think it's very good. So the bathroom is a problem. It's tight here to the bed. What do we think about the toilet? The toilet is on axis to the door. It's like a magical viewing corridor right to the toilet. And when the door is open, let's just look at this a little bit more. When the door is open, which it will be most of the time, look at that. It blocks the only window in the bathroom. So isn't that just fantastic? You have a complete view of the toilet, and when the door is open, which it will be most of the time, it's going to block. Now, the other thing I got to point out, because somebody said, oh, I really, really like this unit at the beginning. This is just a great unit. Well, let's actually have a look at this, because this door opens like this. This door opens like this. So these doors kind of hit each other, and that is not good. And this all happens in this kind of crux of this angle, which is terrible. So the doors are a problem. I don't know why we have 2 doors, why we have a door to the toilet and then a door. I'm confused about that. I think you could just have 1 door here that closed all of it off. You don't really need the toilet door. I'm not sure why you have a toilet door at all. Ventilation issues, yes. Bad feng shui, yes. There's bad feng shui on all of these plans. I'm going to have to learn more about feng shui. So the bathtub is okay. The sink, I mean, if you're going to have something on the edge of the sink, it's going to fall off. Your toothbrush will fall onto the ground. I think one of the biggest problems in the whole unit also exists in this zone. So what do we think about the walk-in closet and the laundry, which is not stacker, but two machines that are opposite each other? What do we think about this design? And how much room does that take up? Let's just measure this. So this room is 7 feet long, and it is about 9 feet wide. So it's about 2.75 meters by 2.13 meters. So it's a big amount of space. What do we think about this? Just no. It's wasting space. Just no. What do you guys think? I personally, I mean, this is crazy, but I think the closet and the laundry to me look like slices of bread. I don't understand why they're just like stacked up against each other. This is probably one of the strangest closet layouts I've ever seen. And do you notice too, the doors don't line up? Like, look at how the doors are. So you have to come in and then you go on an angle. You're kind of shot in on an angle into the washing machine. The doors do not align. And then this part is too deep. The closet is way back. This part is like almost to the edge. But the closet, like we actually, in terms of like linear footage of storage, we only have 3.5 feet each side. We have a meter. We have 2 meters of storage. I mean, we could have just had a regular closet. I mean, I think this is really a problem. And then to get to the laundry, like if your mom comes over and she's, you know, helping doing stuff and she's like helping in the kitchen and then she puts a load of laundry in, she has to go all the way through the bathroom and the closet to use the laundry. I mean, this is like a crazy circulation path to get through there. What was the designer thinking when they came up with this plan? I think they were thinking they were doing a good job. I think they thought, hey, we've solved the problem. We've got a walk-in closet, we've got a laundry room, and we've got a great bathroom. It makes no sense. I don't think that they were thinking very well. And this is the only closet space in the whole unit. Somebody pointed that out. Yeah, there is no, well, I guess there's this little dresser here where you could put some, you know, some curios and some pottery that you made on there, I guess. But there's not really anywhere else for hanging or storage. And that it's really lacking in storage. So there's a lot of problems. I think this is a terrible plan. I think it's one of those plans that is deceptively terrible. And I think what ends up happening is you look at it and then it's really bad. But then as you start to look more and more and more, or you look at it at first and it's actually not so bad, but then once you start to look at all the details and take it all apart, you realize that it's actually really, really, really a problem. So let's try to fix it together. And I'm just gonna sort of work through this a little bit. Thank you guys for helping me disseminate what the problems are. I just want to have a look at this because I've now done demo. So I've taken everything out and it looks like way better. Yeah, can we delete it all? Well, we are gonna delete it all. Designer was only thinking of a one-man use. Yes, that's true. Guess they wanted to create the spaces functional or not. It is terrible. Yes, it is. It's interesting because I talk about this all the time, and I think what people are doing, what the designers are doing, is they're trying to put in all the features. So you have a big kitchen, a walk-in closet, a laundry room, an ensuite bath, but it doesn't matter if the walk-in closet is like useless as long as they can say that on the feature sheet. So yes, this looks much better already. And I think one of the issues that we have to deal with is the problem is, I think in this plan, is the bedroom and the bathroom organization. And I just want to talk for a minute about the bed, because the bed, this is a queen size bed, was kind of somewhere like here originally. And the problem is, like I have to say, the issue that we've got with the bed is when we had the bathroom down at this end, down here, something like this, it was actually here, down here, we came in through the top and we had this pinch point. And I think that is a real problem. So I don't think right off the bat that we should be coming in, like just right off the bat, I don't think we should be coming in off the top because it just creates a lot of circulation. I think we need to try to come in somehow in here, like from the bottom. We need to somehow be able to come into the room. And we also, I think, just technically from a like functional point of view, I think the bathroom is gonna have to stay in this little corner, but we're also gonna have to be able to get into the bathroom from the public part of the space and not through the bedroom. Like I think the bedroom is gonna have to be in and amongst itself. So what I'm thinking, and this is, I'm just gonna throw this out at you guys, and I just want your opinion, because this is kind of my logic, is I kind of think that the bedroom probably should be something like this. You know what I mean? Like I'm just drawing it in quickly. And the bathroom should probably be just somewhere like here.